All right. China calls for less effeminate men in video games.
I actually heard about this.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
isn't this actually? It's not just limited to video games, though, right? I think it's across all media.
Yeah, like, so this article only goes into
Focuses
games.
on that? Okay.
So I'm not sure, but it would make sense that they would focus on music and movie and
Yes.
all media.
Yes.
But
Okay.
let's take a look at it. So essentially, what happened was I already went over what happened initially. They cut down gaming, and for those that don't know, this was something they had done for a while. But the amount of time gamers could play before was around it was a lot longer. It was like 8 to 10 hours a week or something like
Okay.
that. So now they're going on the offensive for effeminate gaming characters. So let's scroll down here.
It's just their method of trying to quell any kind of LGBT representation.
So the authorities ordered the enterprise and platforms to tighten examination of the contents of their games. A separate report on english.gov.cn, which I didn't even know this site existed. I'm going to keep an eye on this. The official English language version of the State Council of the People's Republic of China. I'll look for gaming news on there from moving forward. Obscene and violent content and those breeding unhealthy tendencies, such as money worship and effeminacy, should be removed.
That's such a weird connection.
I know. Honestly, I don't really see the connection.
No, neither do I.
Yeah.
But they're both in the same sentence here.
Yeah. So essentially what they're saying, so let's take a look at an example here. Here is a picture of Tarek. He is a gay League of Legends character.
Gonna be honest, he looks badass as hell.
He does look cool. So this is his Western appearance.
Oh, okay.
Now this is his Chinese appearance.
Oh, okay.
Totally different.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new character.
It is a new character, and if you look on the Western one, he has a very I guess if you want to call it effeminate, but he looks.
Honestly, it's just giving me kind of Doctor Strange vibes.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think this was effeminate when I saw it, but it is compared to this one, where has heavy armor. He has a giant hammer. He's fully
shield.
clothed with armor. Yeah. Where here, he's kind of like open and his pose. But I like the first one better. But
same here.
But as you can see,
but see, the second one actually, funny enough, to me looks generic.
It does look generic, but it's because the artists were probably pissed that they had to make a generic version for China, and they just drew whatever.
Unfortunate.
But as you can see, gaming companies they already know about this, right? And they're already, because this is an old character. So the question is, why are they doing this? And in the article, so here it says, University of Hong Kong associate professor Gang Song told AFP that the crackdown is driven in part by the perception that effeminate men are physically weak and emotionally fragile, and thus unable to effectively defend the nation from threats. Gaming itself may also be seen by some leaders as contributing to a softening of character in young men. Lancaster University Chinese Studies senior lecturer Derek Hurd added. So, as you could see, they view
what do you want us to do?
Yeah, they view,
it's like read books. they're masculine.
Yeah, read books and fight.
But only these books.
Yeah, go. Take up boxing or something. Look, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm a lifetime gamer, right?
Yeah, same.
But you know me my whole life. I've always done masculine things.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
And so there's no connection if you're, you know what I mean?
No.
Anderson Silva is a gamer, and he's one of the greatest fighters of all time.
I mean, let's be honest here. Gaming and masculinity are not intrinsically like attached.
No.
They don't correlate.
Yeah.
Like, just because you game doesn't mean that you're any more masculine or any less masculine.
Exactly.
This is a weird connection to make, and it's just the government imposing their view on culture and people.
Yes.
So if anything, this is insidious.
Yes, it's very insidious.
And it's incredibly unfortunate. And another thing on top of that, not to get into the weeds because we are trying to talk about gaming, but unfortunately, a lot of Western developers, like let's say Riot Games, or Western movie makers, I'm going to go ahead and go for the large one, like Marvel, Disney, they kowtow to the Chinese government and to China in order to make that money. The only way to hurt them is to hit that wallet.
Yeah.
And honestly, Western developers and even Eastern developers like in Japan and Korea have to stop kowtowing to China, and that's the only way to kind of like, that's a method of sanctioning.
Yes. And we want to be clear, Japanese and Korean are far less likely to do it than Americans.
Yes.
Americans, for whatever reason, are like American companies are like, their kowtowing is pretty embarrassing in a lot of cases.
John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena. or as I saw online, they spelled it John Xina. John Cena.
That's too much. That's too much.
They had a picture of him where he looked like Mao. He had the same haircut.
Oh no. That's too much.
It is too much. Look, I like John Cena. I thought he was great in the new Suicide Squad movie. I love that movie. But
I did not like that movie.
Oh, you didn't? The new one?
No, neither.
Oh, okay.
Mike nor myself liked it.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was cool.
Word.
But
no,
yeah.
But here's the thing. I'm going to be honest, and we're going to set the ground rules here. John Cena actually has done a lot of good and a lot of philanthropic things.
Yes.
He has a strong anti-bullying stance that I admire.
Yeah.
Especially for such a large dude. Like he does play against stereotype in his day-to-day life.
Yes.
And I admire that. Now, what he did with the situation with the Suicide Squad,
it was embarrassing,
is unfortunate, and that's something that I think.
Oh, no, Fast and Furious 9.
Fast and Furious 9, you're correct. Pardon. Yeah. And that's something that I think that we should have a more critical eye on going forward as things between the relations in China kind of deteriorate.
Yes. And, I want to say, though, if obviously no big-time developer is going to listen to anything we say, but if you're an indie developer, your audience, for the most part, is the United States, Europe, and Japan. You know what I mean? And South America, let's not forget them. But China, you can make games for them, but I would say don't put a bunch of effort into chasing that money, because at the end of the day, they'll leave you out in the cold if you do something they don't like. And you know what I mean? You're expendable. You're expendable, right? But your true fans, you shouldn't strive or stray from them just to cash in some extra bucks somewhere else where it might not even work. Because, like, let's say you're a company and you have a online game.
Yes.
And now your Chinese audience can only play 3 hours a week. And you're like, what the hell? I just spent millions and millions of dollars, altering my game, advertising in China. And now the kids, I lost half my audience like that because the government just didn't like it.
Yes.
So you're going to get burned if you're trying to chase the money the whole time. You know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah.
I just wanted to bring this up. It's unfortunate. I don't like to see attacks on,
gaming and gaming culture and
sexuality, behavior, none of that. It's crazy.
For what reason?
For what reason? Yeah. Just because someone thinks that gaming makes you weak,
Yeah. Who's that person?
Yeah. And where's the empirical evidence? You know what I mean? Where's the evidence that gamers are effeminate? I don't see it.
No. And what's wrong with being effeminate anyway?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, look at all the WWE players who are hardcore into like fighting games.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, look, They even say that certain games like first-person shooters, fighting games, boost your testosterone when you're in a competitive environment. Yeah, so who knows? It might make you more masculine.
I mean, they obviously haven't seen War Games.
Yeah.
Or heard of Ender's Game.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Let's move on.
All right. Like, subscribe if you enjoy it, and share it with people. That's the biggest way to spread it.
And comment and let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Yeah. Start the conversation.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening to this episode of Games I Speak. If you liked the episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.